Hi, today we are going to do essential stretches for healthy shoulders. So we'll work with a little bit of mobility, get synovial fluid into the joints there, and then we'll go into some stretches. What you're going to need is a hard dowel if you can. Look at tools around your house and see if you can use anything here. So I just have a wood dowel. If you don't have that, what you could do is use a belt of any kind. Try to have a longer one if possible, and then a yoga block or a cushion or anything. It's really going to be for your head, to keep your head in a neutral position when we are laying down and opening up for a shoulder stretch. All right, guys, let's get going. Okay, abs are in, lengthen the sides of the waist, knees soft, grow tall, okay? Have your hands a little bit wider here, roll the shoulders back and down, and then you're gonna raise the arms up as high as you can and lower. Don't let your elbows bend, try to keep them as straight as you can, and don't let your shoulders raise up, okay? You gotta keep your shoulders down as much as you can and create length through your neck. So you keep coming back as far as you can. And remember that if your hands are closer, it's gonna limit your range of motion. So start out with your hands wider and see how you do with it, and then taking the hands a little closer when you can. But the key is to really engage the lat here and push the shoulders down as we're flexing in through the shoulder joint here. So we're just trying to get a little bit of movement, synovial fluid into the joint and warm up. Do a couple more here. And last one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do big, huge circles. So you're going to go around, circle around and down, and then switch. So how straight can you keep your elbows? For me, that's hard. I'm trying to bend them as I do that. So if you need to go with a smaller range of motion, more in front of your head, do it, okay? Now, the whole time, think of your lower body planted and think like a tree, really stable, rooted down to the ground. So abs pulled in still, chest is open as you're doing these circles here. And you could do as many as you want. We're going to shoot for around 10 to 15 each way. Of course, I'm talking, so I can't count at the same time, but doing what we can. Now, the other thing is that I feel myself doing is raising the rib cage. So you want to pull those ribs down as you do that, but you don't want to round your back. Okay, it's just nice and strong. Do 2 more like that. And 1 more time. All right, so you can go ahead and put that down for a minute here. We'll come back to it. So now what we're going to do is just do some big shoulder circles, okay? So really exaggerate it. You can let the elbows bend here, and we're circling back. So circle back. This was probably 4. Let's do 5. So 5 more, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now circle forward. 10, 9. So really pinch the shoulder blades. Come up as high as you can, then come forward and down. Keep pulling the abs in. Keep the knees soft. Don't lock out your legs. And let's do like 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now I want to stick with that just a little bit, and we're going to do arm planted at a wall. So you do need a wall here. Okay. Plant your hand against the wall here, and you want to think shoulder down to start with, and your whole hand and the heel of the hand is pressing hard into the wall. Now abs are pulled in, and then you're going to do big arm circles. Now as you do the arm circle, can you keep your elbow straight? So try to keep it as straight as you can. I'm circling back here, and I'm going to do about 10. And try to make the motion as big as you can. You're going to shrug the shoulder, pull back and down, come forward as much as you can. But trying to do it with a straight elbow. I turn my head and I can see myself bending the elbow, but I'm trying to keep it straight. Now you're going to do opposite direction. So can you just move in through the shoulder joint. You have to think about it. This is a good one to do if you can see yourself in a mirror, because then you really know if you're cheating or not. So I'm sure I am, but I'm trying to just do the motion from my shoulder. Okay, so I'm facing sideways here, so now I'm going to turn into the wall, do the exact same thing, and I'm going to circle out. So I'm just thinking circle around as much as I can, not letting the arm move here, and doing the shoulder circles. Okay, so keep going with it, and then again, don't let your elbow bend. Push into the wall as much as you can. If you need to make a fist because of your wrist or anything to keep your wrist straight, that's fine too. Okay, circle the other direction. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing this arm circle here. When we switch hands, you'll be able to see here. All right, and 3, 2, so I'm just trying to circle in as much as I can without moving the elbow. 2 and 1. Okay, let's go to the other side, do that so we don't forget, right? So plant the arm, turn sideways, nice and tall, stable stance here, and then circle. So now I can, there's a mirror behind you, and then, so now I can kind of see if I'm doing it right. So again, elbow stays straight, all the motion is coming from this shoulder as much as I can. Keep lengthening through both sides of the waist as you do that. Doing around 10 reps. Could be a little more, a little less, don't overthink it. And just try to get that motion in through that shoulder as much as you can. So think about the activities that you do every day or lack of activity. You know, the shoulders can kind of seize up and get really tight, and I'm guilty of it too. Now circle the other direction, same thing. Oh, see, I started to bend the elbow. Try to keep it as straight as you can, so if you need to go with a smaller range of motion, do it. But our bodies are meant to move and move in different directions. The only way to do that is to really focus on that. And you don't want to feel pain with any of this. If you do, back it off or stop doing the exercise. All right, so now we're going to turn into the wall. So I'll go this way here. So you're going to plant into the wall and then circle around. So trying to keep the arm as straight as I can. I can feel myself wanting to bend the elbow, but I'm trying not to. So keep the abs pulled in, lengthen through the sides of the waist. Your stance could be wide or staggered. Now circle the other way, same thing. So you'll find you're better at one arm, and you'll find that you're better one direction. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out. So now we're going to extend behind. So grab your dowel if you have it, or your belt, and the dowel is going to be better, honestly, for this one. So you're going to raise up as high as you can. So my palms are up. Raise up as high as you can and down. Now, if you want to use gravity to help you, then you're going to go into a forward fold. Only do that if you really feel comfortable with this, okay? Abs are pulled in, all right? So I'm going to show you. So you keep your knees soft, wide stance here, and then you're going to come up and over, but try to just keep your head neutral. Don't look up or down too much, and bend your knees a little bit more. So you're going to come up and over, and then release, and you'll do it again. Up and over, and release. As much as you can, and just let the head hang. But the whole time, come up slow when you need to. But come up, when you come up overhead, try to keep the shoulders down into the shoulder socket as you're doing that. Okay, so bend the knees a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, and come on up. And then we're going to switch. So now it's going to be palms forward, same thing, lift and down. So as you lift, try not to shrug the shoulders. We'll do a few more here. Okay, do you want to come up and over? Again, it's just an option, knees bent though. up and over. Release, and do it again. Just go slow and controlled. Okay, ready? Go ahead and inhale, exhale, come up, inhale again, and exhale. All right, so from here, we're gonna come forward, and you're gonna bring the arm overhead. Now, you're gonna just go side to side as much as you can, keeping your shoulders down. So everybody's gonna look a little different. If you wanna come behind you a little bit, you can. No shrug though, or you can come in front of you a little more. Okay, I'm gonna go try to go up. Now straight elbows, knees soft. Right there, yeah, right there. And do 4 more each way. So we're just trying to move our arms in all different directions here. That's all we're doing. And 2, and last one each way. All right, so again, we're gonna put that down. Okay, so the next one, you're gonna kind of hug yourself and open up. Now, as you open up, can you keep the elbows in towards your side as much as you can, knees soft? So pretend like you're gonna hug, open up, cross opposite hand, forward, and then open. So we're doing internal rotation, external rotation, trying to work the smaller muscles here in through the shoulders. And this is more of a strengthening along with our mobility. So mobility is strength with flexibility, or you can think dynamic flexibility with movement. All right, so keep going with that. We're going to do about 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. All right, so now shake that out a little bit. Now we're really going to hold our stretches and just focus on relaxing and holding at least 20 seconds on each thing. Okay, so first we'll start at the wall again. So I will start with this wall, and what you're going to do is you're going to reach the hand up the wall, okay? Reach your hand up, but keep the shoulder down, and then wide stance or staggered, whatever you can do, and then push and lean into the wall as much as you can. Keep walking your fingertips up the wall, and then you're just going to hold here. So you can also do this in a doorway. A doorway is really good too. Okay, so breathe into it. I should have these weights out of the way. Okay, focus on your breath. Now people are walking by and going, what the heck is she doing? But we're really trying to flex the shoulder and really get it up as high as we can. Okay, now from here, could you start to, with the hand wide and up high, could you come across, push the shoulder down, and then turn away from that shoulder. So turn away from your hand as much as you can. So the arm is reaching up, but my body is trying to push down. So I'm pretty limited here. Hold it. You're going to breathe. We're holding at least 20 seconds. That's the goal. Keep breathing into it. And again, if you need to lower your hand down more, please do, and then turn away here. That's fine, okay? And it's good to change the height of your hand each time, okay? Now we gotta open up. So we're gonna open up and then really try to rotate down as we reach our fingertips out. So I'm gonna come over here. So I'm going out with my fingers, Shoulder down as much as I can, and then trying to turn away. And I'm trying to drop myself down slightly. I should have my arm a little straighter if I can. Reach the fingertips out, wide stance, and breathe. Just focus on that breath. So you can really do this whole exercise like a clock. So, you can go down to 3 o'clock and just go straight. In fact, I'll just show you that real quick here. So you could go to 3, rotate out. You could go down to 4 or 5 and then focus on lifting up too. But I'm just going to focus more on the up and driving down here. Okay, let's switch sides and do the same. So we're going to reach fingertips up, push the shoulder down, engage your lat, and lean into the wall. Have a wide, comfortable, and stable stance. Keep walking your fingertips up if you can. You'll find as the muscle releases, you might be able to create just a little more tension. Remember, you're never going to the point of pain. You're just breathing into it. Okay, so let's go across here. And then again, so my fingertips are reaching out at a diagonal here. So then I'm going to try and drop down and reach away at a diagonal. So if you're thinking like a clock, my fingertips are reaching out at 1 o'clock, and then I'm driving down at 7 or 8. Okay, so it's opposite directions. Push the shoulder down as much as you can, breathe into it. And remember, listen to your body. If you need to back it off a little, you do it. Okay, and then we're going to open up again. So I'm going to go over to this wall just so I'm facing you. Shoulder down and fingertips are out, and I'm going to try and drive down. So I'm trying to push my shoulder and my ribs down and away. Breathe and try to relax your neck as much as you can, okay? I don't know if you're like me, like my shoulders do get really tight, and you might be able to open up away. As I said, my shoulders are really tight. But if you feel like, man, she's not going out that far, if you can go up further, but with the shoulder down, so see, my shoulder starts to shrug as I rotate around. So you got to engage your back as much as you can as you do that, okay? All right, that's probably 20 seconds, so go ahead and shake that out. Now, we're going to go into the shoulder where we're going to lift the arm up. I better come down so I don't hit the wall. So you're going to lift up as high as you can with the arm. So you're here, lift, lift, lift. Changing the angle of how we're hitting this shoulder joint here. Breathe into it, breathe into it, breathe into it, and just hold. And just keep trying to pull up as much as you can. Knees are soft. Focus on that breath. So it's really active with your top arm, so it's like an isometric contraction, so you're working your tricep at the same time. Yay. Breathe. All right, and then release slowly, and then you're going to switch sides, same thing. So better start low. And then how much can you raise? How much can you raise that dowel up? Or again, if you're using a belt or a towel or anything that you have, that's fine too. Breathe into it. Do not force. Keep it easy. Always have your breath be your gauge. If your breathing is shallow, then it's like, you better back off, okay? All right. Hold it just a couple more seconds. So this is my dominant shoulder here, so it's a lot tighter. You're going to find that dominant shoulder being tight. Breathe into it. Hold, hold, hold. Okie doke. So then release that. Okay, next one is a deep shoulder stretch. So you're going to use a yoga block, and it's just for your head, all right? So if you'd rather use a pillow or something, it needs to be high enough though, all right? So that it really keeps your neck in a neutral position. Now I'm going to show you with the opposite arm, but just to get you set up, you want to think arm goes straight out from the shoulder joint. Push that shoulder down, and then you're going to plant your arm down hard, okay? So I'm going to show you with the opposite arm because I think that will be better. So you're going to shoot the arm out, shoulder down, turn your head away from your hand, place your head down, okay? Relax here for a second. Take a nice deep breath in and blow it out. And now keep planting that arm down as much as you can, and then start to open your body up away from this back arm here. So you decide how much you're going to rotate out and open. Now you're feeling a really deep stretch here for this bottom shoulder. So never force it, never go to the point of pain. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. So notice how my back leg, I started to open it up and just see, and I'm pushing with my front arm here a little bit. And you shouldn't feel like there's any pain in through the elbow. If there is, back off. The other thing you can do is roll up like a small hand towel, and you can place the hand towel right on the elbow to keep your elbow bent a little more, and that's okay too. Okay, so you're going to keep going. Now if you could go to the point where you're bending both legs and you have your tailbone planted on the ground, go for it. You're going to have days that you're better at it though, and days you can't. You never want to force, and you want to hold this for a good minute if you can. And you're just breathing into it, and you're trying to let your shoulder relax. You're not forcing this. Keep breathing into it. So my front hand here keeps pushing away to help. And my back arm, I'm trying to keep relaxed. Keep breathing. All right, and then you're going to release slowly, and then we're going to switch sides, same thing. Okay, so let's do this opposite side here. Abs are pulled in again, okay, and lengthen through the sides of the waist. So I'm going to do my back arm here. So reach the fingertips out. The hand is in line with the shoulder, head down in a neutral position. Take a deep breath, blow it out, and then slowly start to open. I'm pushing with my front hand. And breathe, and then I'm starting to open up. And if you can't open up the leg, that's okay. Listen to your body on this, and each side will be different. The focus is on your breath and trying to keep the shoulder down and engaged in the joint. Try not to shrug too much, but it's relaxed. All right, breathe. Keep focusing on your breath. Hold it, hold it. Want to hold about the same amount of time on each side. A good timer would be good here. Okay, and then when you come out of it, you come out of it slowly, all right? So just take your time as you come out. Breathe. All right, and then push yourself up to your knees. Turn yourself around. We just did a lot of extension here, so don't do a whole lot here. You just want to try and be as easy as possible and breathe. All right. So just a couple shoulder circles, loosen up. Deep breath in and blow it out. Okay, let's just focus inward on our breath for just 2 minutes. That's it. Okay, here we go. Close your eyes. And just be in a comfortable position for you, whatever that is. Create a little bit of length through the sides of the waist here, shoulders back and down, and breathe. Don't force your breath, keep it easy. Just focusing on that oxygen exchange here.
Remember that Live Joyfully Well is about focusing on all areas of wellness each week to increase your joy. So maybe today you focus on a little bit of emotional joy, which is your feelings, and write down something that you are grateful for. Write it down, look at it, think about it, be mindful of it.
Okay, place your hands over your heart. Take a nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Open your eyes slowly. And you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.